BMI to safety, but Joam takes his ultimate anyways. And Joam now finds himself in the midst of battle, but takes down Key regardless. Changnu will be just shot down by Edmund with the help of Super Ken. But Joam continues to fight through the pain. Finds the kill. Fingers on top of Moreno for the double kill. And it's just Super Ken 11. Joam will continue on his rampage. And Smart Omega have found a huge opening.
CC, because you already have to deal with the Terizla, and you're just not going to have as much wave clear. Okay, I respect it. Interesting angle from Bigetron Alpha.
Life's going to be tough for the Faramis. I mean, even for the Frederick, it's going to be tough. Direct jungle matchup, there's really nothing much you can do, right? Can't really stick onto the X-Borg, and with the Matilda in tow, it solves the X-Borg problem of trying to catch up to spell Doom. So we'll see if Smart Omega can pull this to a game number 3. It's game 2. Bigetron Alpha on that rip side, Smart Omega on Zoom.
Alright, let's see how they're going to be starting on the top side of the map. They're going to end up towards the EXP side. It makes sense. Key, if he can get like an early retribution from Andoryu, that means Super can start walking up.
He's definitely going to force it out. Yep. So Andoryu has to use his retry, but thankfully, you know, the clear speed almost the same. I think the difference is going to start becoming apparent after Super Ken gets this purple buff. Changnu can't really walk up to him.
I mean, Changnu is nearby to kind of speed this up, and Lethal Wanderer falls into the hands of Smart Omega. Super Ken can technically contest if he knows. Yeah, I mean, Key has already communicated he's using retry. He knows it's coming up in about 7 seconds.
Retry that way. Super Ken will lose the Fragile armor first. Easily start peeling back. He gets out. Yep,
and this is the beauty of X-Borg as well as Matilda. They're allowed to poke and prod at Smart Omega, and Omega have to respond by using their bodies to say, hey, we have enough damage to kill threat you. You got to be able to get out of here. And with that Guiding Wind, it makes it so easy, even if Super Ken doesn't actually have his Faraga armor.
So he is finally going to get the orange buff, but in terms of experience, I believe he is going to be slightly behind Super Ken. He's showing on bot side. This matchup as well, Ryota, he wants to freeze the wave closer to his turret.
Man.
The pool, Guiding Wind to get out again.
Super early rotation coming out from the side of Smart Omega. They technically could have gotten a proxy here if they wanted to rush level 4, but they opted not to do it. I think at this point, it's about the mid lane, and they also want to make sure that Changnu hits 4 as well at the same time.
Yeah, Super Ken slightly ahead of him. They were able to zone Lord JM out prior to this wave. So Lord JM will need to just be patient to hit that level 4. Moreno, wings by wings forwards to find Andoryu, pushes him away. But fighting into an X-Borg jungle, not that easy. Feather Airstrike used very early on. Bigetron Alpha starting to walk forward. Lord JM on the side with the penalty zone in tow if they need it. Earth Shatter just missed. And this is a good angle for Bigetron Alpha to make a play. Lord JM tries to go for the penalty zone, cancel for the first time, but now connects. The Netherrealm is going to protect him from the last Sandy, but not fully though. And Andoryu still ends up going down to the explosion. Turtle for Bigetron Alpha and a kill.
They really took their time with that one. They took way too much time, in a matter of fact. It felt like Smart Omega was trying to get into that backline, but never saw the opportunity because Bigetron Alpha was making sure that Andoryu did not have the space or a clean way to get on top of Moreno. I think at this point, Andoryu should have just given up the Lord at that point if he's not finding these angles, especially since they don't necessarily need to commit these ults unless they find that advantage, or at the very least catch somebody from Bigetron Alpha out of position.
Even Edmund is ahead of Joam. Somehow.
Hey, he's winning out in this lane, I suppose. I think he's just gotten more river crabs, unfortunately.
We'll see Bigetron slight goal advantage. This has spelled a bit of problem for Smart Omega, seeing that previous fight could have gone so much uglier, but Moreno was brought up to the top side. They want Joam dead for the airstrike. 2 connecting. That means more gold plating for Edmund, potentially.
They do spot Changnu rotating up towards this top side. Bigetron and Alpha just want to create this lane advantage for Iman. If one of them has to take an early recall here, they're going to lose quite a bit of gold plating.
Yeah, I know you just see the Guiding Wind, but there's a Circling Eagle. He just repositions.
Wow.
So hard to catch.
He's hard to catch, but on the top side, Joam using that Spirit of Destruction to cancel Iman's recall, right? And now look at this level lead.
This should be a kill. Won't Purify into a BMI. Yeah, Iman set that up prior, like way before.
Wait, did they not want to like deny Oh, there's not enough of a wave to take full advantage of this. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Smart Omega, they back off here. I was thinking whether they wanted a proxy to stop Key or even Iman from actually regrouping underneath the tier 1 to try and catch and soak up the EXP and gold.
Bit of a salvage, and Key will assist Iman to get back into the lane faster. Second turtle up. That Super Ken, I believe he is 2 levels ahead of Andoryu. Should be an easy objective for Bigetron Aplha.
Well, we say that, but then again, looks like Smart Omega realized they don't exactly have a lot of position. They could try and force something here, but fortunately with Lord JM so nearby, that penalty zone is quite the threat.
Not just that, the extra AoE damage. I mean, Smart Omega, they need a bit more time.
Oh.
Andoryu just putting on some pressure, but Terizla doesn't really care too much.
This is a good play coming in from Smart Omega. The macro-wise, they knew that they had a way to actually make sure... Oh, he won't take this, will he? He does!
Wait, he actually takes it! It's just Eman, and that's a flicker from Key.
Whoa, fast! Smart Omega, fast on the draw. Now they want the top tier 1 on the top side as well, right? We see that Super Ken is on the bottom side to maybe look for a trade, but this could be bad.
Yeah, Eman, he's going to be stuck on by Ryota, using Blazing Duet to get the shield. Avengers used, but Eman able to get away. Key does go down for the airstrike, even committed by Moreno, but the damage is just not enough.
Not enough at all. And now Smart Omega, they have to start backing up here. Speaking of backing up, looks like Super Ken has found Andoryu in the jungle.
So Bigetron Aplha at least able to get some sort of recovery. Moreno taunt underneath his turret. Lord JM in a rough spot. Pull back. Penalty zone missing Ryota, so he flickers. The Key to the rescue.
Super Ken finally getting back into the middle of this fight. Looks like he set it up well, make sure that all the battle lines were focused on the opposite side of the map, and they do get a trade of the tier 1 down bot. Gold lead is so dead even between both of these teams and not getting too much, but you can see how proactive they are, and also the way that they respond to each other's movements.
Key's just walking up. See Bigetron Aplha not really amping up the pressure, not putting pedal on the gas to go for invade, but at least Super Ken is constantly 3 levels ahead, 2 levels ahead of Andoryu.
Then the same argument can be made about Smart Omega. Joam is at least 1,000 gold ahead of this quad so far. Already has the golden staff in these fights. He's going to be able to pump out more damage for now, but we're waiting until whoever gets that Winds of Nature first. It's so important to have in this match.
Something Ego is very early. Smart Omega trying to break the Fragama Super Ken Spell Destruction completely misses. This goes in between of everyone from Bigetron Aplha. For the S right now, the juggling of skills from Bigetron Aplha, even pulled in by the Guiding Wind just to land an extra shot onto Chakdu. Bigetron Aplha now have an angle to go for an engage. Praise's grab used, timing was perfect. Smart Omega gets the turtle, and a penalty zone, big one on the 4th, followed by the last Sandy, only getting the Edith. And that's not enough. Bigetron Aplha would need a lot more than just that, but that's all that they would get.
Joam is in the fight finally. Iman was actively trading against Joam along the bottom side river just to slow him down on the rotate because he missed the Spear of Destruction. That being said, Bigetron is going to be walking away with 1 extra kill in the pocket. 7 minutes 53 seconds into this game.
Still dead even. Bigetron Aplha wants some damage on the mid tier 1.
Momentum is falling in their favor. At the very least, BTR is really good at the siege.
Okay, Spear of Destruction connects. Lord JM again pulled out by the Guiding Wind. Status the insurance is to feather airstrike. So all things considered, I mean, Smart Omega and both teams only losing that bottom tier 1, with Bigetron Aplha losing his top tier 1 also.
I mean, very, very slightly for Smart Omega, but Bigetron Aplha just keeping up the pace with them, right? They're a composition that, like, if they want to make a proactive play, a certain condition needs to be met, and it needs to be the right targets. In this case, Ukir or even Joam. Taking out, like, the jungler Andoryu or even Chakdu would be ideal as well, but that's assuming that Smart Omega aren't corralled around these two.
Lord JM and Moreno have been doing a great job just keeping Smart Omega in check. First item, Blood Wings for the Farsa. Should be going towards the NOD next. Either that or a Lightning Truncheon.
These movements coming in from Bigetron Aplha, they have the 4-in-1 setup going, but the 1 is Super Ken. They know that he can actually tank a lot of the damage and actually wins out a majority of the side laners as well. does net another turret for the team with his momentum. And I think that Bigetron Alpha, at this point of time, I'm looking at the Moreno's item specifically. First item, Blood Wings this time.
Yeah. Even for Super Ken, I think he's probably going for an Oracle. Yep, just got it. Just to make use of the Guiding Wind Shield. And yeah, I mean, he's so much damage.
He's so far ahead. 2 levels against Andoryu at this point in time. Making these neutral objectives, the longer it goes, the worse it gets for Smart Omega.
Bigetron Alpha not committing to it. Going to rush this, but they know that they can always have priority over the Lord. Not that easy for Smart Omega to walk up. Andoryu showed himself already.
They're gonna deal with the mid wave. They always have to deal with the mid wave, right? Both teams don't want mid tier 1 to actually collapse because then it gives free access into their own jungles. So far, with this like 3-level lead coming in from Super Ken, I think the rest of Bigetron Alpha want this tier 1 a little bit more than the Lord.
Emman is eating good. He had to flicker to safety, and this Lord is gonna be crucial. It's gonna be secured by Joam. As vengeance used by Ryota, Bigetron Alpha would take this fight. Super Ken still has a Fragile Armor, but Joam takes Spirit Destruction to the back, and it goes first the splash from Ukil to kill off the Farsa. Plot gets one back. Lord JM just hammers Joam into the grave, and Bigetron Alpha barely wins the fight, and they find Andoryu on the side as well.
That was so close. I mean, Bigetron Alpha would have been... He's live, right?
The brace by Hugh! Festival of Blood!
One more time!
Body of a Smith! They're just gonna get everyone! Ukyo needs to get away with the Shadow Stampede. He's on the chase, brings Lord JM. Does not land the execution strike, but movement speed, Ukyo. Eat the hammer, boy!
Finally goes down. The Lord had already spawned in Bigetron Alpha. Now need to do some homework and clean up these waves. The house chores aren't gonna get done by themselves.
Well, they have nullified the Lord advantage for Smart Omega, that is for sure. Super Ken should be able to hold out this Lord all on his own. Biggest difference maker, Lord JM. What a crucial kill.
What a crucial... Oh!
Wow, they're committing everything. Chadwick's dead. Maybe not. Penalty zone by Lord JM already. That's NetherRealm used. Good energy eruption from Andoryu. The flicker into Shadow Stampede. And a turnaround. Fragile Armor does explode, but Smart Omega finding a kill onto Key.
Ah, man, Bigetron Alpha, as of right now, are not utilizing Super Ken that well, right? Despite the 4-1 setup they actually have going, they do actually need Super Ken to be a part of that front line to make sure that Andoryu or even Ryota can't just walk up willy-nilly. Oh.
Thank goodness Super Ken just got his Fragile Armor back, but Ryota, he's not getting out of this one. Even committing his vengeance last Sandy from Super Ken cannot find a viable target now. Chooses to fall back. Lord JM does have Andoryu in the sight. Emman on the chase. Andoryu turns it around. Spirit Destruction connects Emman. Able to BMI to safety, but Joam takes his ultimate anyways. And Joam now finds himself in the midst of battle, but takes down Key regardless. Changnu will be just shot down by Emman with the help of Super Ken. But Joam continues to fight through the pain. Finds the fingers on top of Moreno for the double kill. And it's just Super Ken 11. Joam will continue on his rampage. And Smart Omega have found a huge opening.
And that's the equalizer. Super Ken, he's got to clear these waves up. Throw your body in there.
Let's see a red tree. I don't think he is. Joam is just going to go for the end. And Smart Omega finds the equalizer.
And they squeeze through such a small window of opportunity, and Joel makes the super play against Moreno. Victory as we see Smart Omega equalize against Bigetron Alpha 1-1.
Get your